CFC kickoff and federal feud. We're happy to see everybody. If you don't mind, put in the chat your name and what agency you're with, maybe your city, state. Let us know where you're coming from. We also love it if you turn your camera on, but keep your sound off, just so we don't pick up any random background noise. And then for just one more minute, we're going to play a little music, and then we will get started in about 60 seconds.
Just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know Saint Peter won't call my name ever alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
All right, let's go ahead and get the party started. Can everyone hear me okay? All right, so
Yeah.
my name is Bruce Jacobs, and I am the area director for the Western Zones, covered by MP May. We're your outreach coordinator, and we're super happy and excited to be hosting this event today. This is our 4th annual CFC launch party and federal feud game show to kick off the 2025 combined federal campaign. All right, we've got a fantastic program for you today, but to tell you about it, I'd like to introduce you to our distinguished MC for this event, Mr. Bob Evans, the local television news anchor for the Fox 13 News at 9 channel in Salt Lake City. Now, I know your microphones are muted, but please join me in welcoming Bob with either a clapping hands emoji or a nice comment in the chat. And Bob, we're going to give it to you.
Bruce, thank you so much. I can't believe it's time to do CFC kickoff again. Seems like we just did it a month ago, but apparently not. And here we go again, and I couldn't be more happy to join all of you today. CFC has really become a wonderful thing for me, and it has a special place in my heart and has for many, many years now. So thank you again for letting me be part of this. And of course, thank you for being part of this. Would be nothing without you. And so our thanks to Holly Beamer for being here from Cincinnati, and Suzanne Vaughn from Salt Lake, and Peggy Kravos from Las Vegas. Thanks. Billy Fox from Portland and the Pacific Northwest, from which I hail. In fact, I was just up there this past weekend wishing my 94-year-old mother a happy birthday. So thank you, everyone, for being part of this. And I have to say, we're meeting under difficult circumstances. I know. I mean, every newscast we are reporting on the federal shutdown, and for you folks to be part of this and to feel like you need to continue to participate just speaks volumes about your integrity and your character and your desire to continue to protect and serve our country in whatever capacity you do. So thank you very much for being here. Let's get started with the national anthem, as is our custom here. The All-American Boys Chorus is performing the national anthem from Little Round Top at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, site of the turning point of the Civil War. Let's go ahead.
Thumbs up if you can hear the sound.
Here you go, ready? Where you are, ready? And 1, and go.
Oh, say can you see, bright with dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, when so
Wow. From Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Wow. That gets me every time. Okay, as Bruce said, we've got a wonderful, wonderful program for you today. Before we get to the Federal Feud game itself, how many of you know who Simon Sinek is? Raise your hand if you know who Simon Sinek is. And if you don't know who Simon Sinek is, you're going to want to know. We're going to start with an inspirational message from him. And I think you're going to really like it, especially in light of the fact that right now it is difficult to come into work without a paycheck. It is difficult to go without a paycheck at any time in our lives, but especially difficult when you're still performing the duties of your assigned tasks and jobs. So I think you're going to really enjoy what Simon has to say. After that, then we'll play Federal Feud, the game where you are the contestants. You'll be able to win some fabulous prizes worth up to $. And then after the awarding of the prizes, we'll have some more music and call it a kickoff, and we'll get you out of here in hopefully less than 30 minutes. So let's get started by listening to these inspirational words from Simon Sinek.
I hate the whole self-help industry, right? How can you be happy? What are the 5 steps you can follow to be a millionaire? What are the 7 steps that you need to get the career that you want? You know, me, 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 me. What about helping the guy next to you? What are the 5 steps that you can do to help the person next to you lose some weight? What are the 7 steps that you can follow to help the person next to you find the job that they want? Do you know how we get fulfillment? You can be happy because you did things at work. You can be proud because you did things at work. You can be excited because you had a big success at work. But you know how you feel fulfilled at work? When you do something for someone else. It's the only way we get that feeling. It's the only way we get that feeling. Do you know why the statistics say that over 90% of people don't feel fulfilled by the work they do? It's not because of the job, it's not because of the pay, it's not because of the benefits. It's because we don't help each other anymore. We sit in our cubes and we work. And anything that we turn to anybody is because we need something, we need to get something. And yet we don't put ourselves out there simply for no other reason than to help somebody else. Do you know what generosity is? Generosity is doing something for someone else expecting nothing in return. At no point ever. I did something for him, why won't he help me? It's not an equation. It's designed to help you feel good. And Mother Nature has given us this feeling when we do something for someone else to encourage us to do it. Because when we are in groups, when we are surrounded by people who believe what we believe, trust emerges and our very survival and progress goes up. Sex feels good. It's why we do it. And Mother Nature has provided that it will feel good so that we can do it more, so that we can procreate. That was not an accident, right? Well, the same goes here. That sense of fulfillment that we get was designed so that we'll do it more, so not only will we procreate, but we'll create strong senses of bonds and cultures amongst each other. I did a little experiment with a homeless person. Not like on them, it's not like electrodes. With them, voluntarily helped me. Because the whole idea of giving, right? You've all walked down the street and you've all seen someone begging and you either have or haven't thrown a few pennies in their cup. When you do, you feel good. You bought that feeling. That is a legitimate commercial transaction. You know, commercial transactions are defined as the exchange of consideration. There was an exchange of consideration here. You gave money, you got the feeling of goodwill. You paid for that feeling. If you didn't give money, you either feel nothing or you feel bad. You can't feel good by not giving. All right? You paid for that feeling. So now the question is, how is that person encouraging us to give? The joke is, they act like every corporation in the world. They talk about themselves. Me, 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 right? Like they sit there with their little outdoor advertising, little sign, right? And it says, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, I got 12 kids, I'm a veteran, God bless. They got it all in there. trying to appeal to somebody, the religious vote, the veteran vote, you know, the child sympathizer, surround yourself with lots of pets, go for that one too, right? All in an attempt to get something from someone. Takers, not givers, right? All about me. Well, what do corporations do? We've added more RAM, we've added more ROM, we've added more...
I'm sorry, I'm getting messages that the sound is distorted. Is it difficult to hear, or is everyone getting... Is everybody experiencing that, or...
The sound is
Yeah, I think
distorted.
it might be your connection, Bruce, because you are going in and out as
So-
well.
So I didn't hear any distortion in the communication. I was able to hear him quite clearly.
So
it
was
depends
I.
on if you have your cameras on, it's going to deplete your audio.
Okay, so
I can hear fine.
I heard him fine too, but of course that's on my end. All right, I'll go ahead and we'll finish it then, and then maybe everyone turn your camera off and see if that helps.
Okay, we'll do that.
Speed. This one's number one. We're the biggest, we're the best. We've been around since 1969. We're better than them, we're faster than them. We're more efficient than that one. Me, 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 me. And so even if we buy their product, guess what? I don't really feel much. So I did this little experiment. I found a nice homeless lady on the streets of New York who's willing to help out. And I learned that with her sign, which was pretty typical, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, blah, 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 she makes between $20 and $30 a day for a day's worth of work, 8 to 10 hours of sitting there selling Goodwill. 10 hours, she'll make $20 to $30. $30 is considered a good day. I changed her sign, and the new sign made her $40 in 2 hours. It's one of the reasons she's homeless is because she's decided that she only needs $20 to $30 a day to live. If she stayed, she would have made $150. The point is she made 40 bucks in 2 hours. What did the sign say? The sign said, if you only give once a month, please think of me next time. It has nothing to do with the taker. It has everything to do with the giver. And what are the objections people give when they don't give? I can't give to everyone. How do I know that they really need it? And so I addressed both those concerns. I know you can't give to everyone, so if you only give once a month, my cause is legitimate. I will still be here when you're ready to give. 40 bucks, 2 hours. Make it about them, not about you. The fact of the matter is 100% of customers are people. And 100% of clients are people. And 100% of employees are people. I don't care how good your product is, I don't care how good your marketing is, I don't care how good your design is. If you don't understand people, you don't understand business. Do you ever watch Deadliest Catch on the Discovery Channel? I was flipping through the channels one night and Deadliest Catch came on. And on this episode, they were in a huge storm. Now, for those of you who don't know Deadliest Catch, they take these crab fishing boats out in the Bering Sea, which is like terrible. And they put cameras on them and we watch, right? The reason that's, I guess, significant is because these crab fishermen have, I think, one of the top 5 deadliest jobs in the world. You know, I don't know what the exact number is, but dozens of fishermen die every year doing this. We apparently find that entertaining, which it actually is. So they have cameras only on 5 or 6 of the ships, even though there are many, many, many ships that go out fishing every season, and they don't really come into proximity with each other because the ocean's huge, and they usually sabotage each other and give each other false information because they're all competitors. They're all looking to get the crabs and make sure that they find them, somebody else doesn't, and it's business, right? It's just business. It's okay. We all do the same thing in our own companies. And in this one episode, this big, huge storm was so violent that they had to bring all the pots, which are the big cages that they catch the crabs in. They had to bring all the pots back on the boat and wait out the storm. And just by dumb luck, one of the boats that had cameras on it was in proximity of a boat that didn't have cameras on it. And so they had secured all their pots on the deck, and so they started filming the other boat. And they filmed a guy climbing on the outside of the cage, securing the pots. And all of a sudden, a huge wave hits the side of the boat, and the guy's not there anymore. And the people on the boat with the cameras start screaming, "Man overboard, man overboard, man overboard." And they turn their boat towards where they think he might be. He's a stranger, they don't know him, they don't know the crew members of the other boat, and yet they react. And they turn towards him. And they find him in the drink. And for those of you who don't understand how dangerous this is, if the water is so cold that if you're in the water for, I think that it's a minute or a minute 30, hypothermia will set in and you die. And they come upon him, and he's screaming, "Don't let me die, don't let me die." And they pull him on board, not out of the woods yet. They strip off his clothes because it's wet and cold, and they wrap blankets around him to prevent hypothermia from setting in. And he survives. And it's overwhelming. And the captain comes down, and this is all on, I mean, you can go watch it on TV. The captain comes down, and he hugs this stranger, this young man, his competitor. He hugs this guy as if he's his own son. I lost it. Everybody is crying. And you realize what happened here was a human interaction. And the reason that they risk their own lives to help this other person, even though they spend every other day trying to get ahead and sabotage, is because at the end of the day, they're all crab fishermen. And they know something about each other. And they know something about the risk that they all take to do this. And when push comes to shove, they will put themselves out there to help each other for no other reason than they get it. They're one and the same. I will promise you that every single member of that crew that day went home with a feeling of fulfillment. I promise you that every single person on that crew that day felt more good in their hearts and in their jobs than the richest days that they've ever pulled in. My question is what are you doing to help the person next to you? Don't you want to wake up and go to work for the only reason that you can do something good for someone else? Wouldn't you want them to do that for you?
My goodness. The thought occurs to me right here that whether you're being paid or not, a sense of fulfillment from doing your job has nothing to do with your paycheck. It has everything to do with what you are able to contribute in whatever area you may be working in. They're all vitally important. And what a marvelous message in ways I wish we'd have ended with that, because we could stop right here and be motivated to go out and make CFC work. However, it's time to have some fun. So let's do that, shall we? Time to play Federal Feud, the game where you are the contestant. Okay, this is what we need for you to do. Let me get these. Yeah, first take out your smartphone, because you're going to need it. Okay, and if you don't have a smartphone, open a second browser on your computer. Okay, now either on your phone or on your computer, in the website address field, point your browser to kahoot.it. Okay, are you doing that? Or you can just scan the QR code you see on the screen, and that'll take you to where you need to go. Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds to finish that up. The game pin, of course, you can see it right there on the screen if you need to enter that, 993-4101. And it looks like Jim and Suzanne and Caleb and Kelly and Severa and Neen and Trevor and Vicky, and I feel like JP Patches up in Seattle, the escape clown from the Dingaling Brothers Circus, who used to look into the ICU2 TV set and say, and there's Gilbert and Jeff B and Taylor and Lori and Kelly Mack and the Fox. Okay. Now, while you're waiting for all the others to join, don't worry if you don't see your name, or if you see your name disappear momentarily from the screen. Don't quit the game and re-enter. Just tap your phone's window to bring it back to life, and you should stay connected. Okay? All right, I'm going to read the first question that appears on the screen along with each answer on a different colored tile. Now, you will then tap the color of the correct answer on your phone that corresponds to the color of the correct answer on the screen. Do not try to click the answers you see on the computer screen, because that's not going to record your answer. You have to tap your phone. Now, for each question, you will have up to 20 seconds to answer. And remember, you earn points not only for answering correctly, but also for being the fastest to answer. So you got that? Okay, we're going to try a first question, and this is going to be just for practice. Shimmy up a flagpole, slide down a cactus. We play you guys just for practice. How are you feeling? Okay. Which one is it? Feeling good? You excited, intrigued, nervous, bored? Get 22 answers so far. Okay. All right. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and let's see. Look at that. 14% of us, or 14 of us, 58% feel excited. 2% are feeling nervous. 5% are intrigued. And 13% are bored. 21%. I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the percentages there. Okay, now it's time to play for real. Did everybody get it? Okay, here we go. We're going to do it for real now. Here's the first question, actually question number 2. You ready? Which of the following CFC events is coming up later this month? Is it a CFC benefit concert? Is it Giving Tuesday? Is it a pet costume contest? Or is it a Halloween costume contest? We're down to just 15 seconds now to answer. We've got 24 answers. Let's see who gets it right and who gets it fast. Fast and right. Okay. Here we go. The right answer is a pet costume contest. That is the right answer. And most of you got that right. So congratulations. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh, let's look at the score first. Gilbert, look at you, man. 949 points. Followed by 9934101, whoever that is. And then Jim, and then Suzanne. Look at that. Really tight between Jim, Suzanne, and Taylor. Okay, here comes the second one. Third one. Pognophobia is the fear of what? Is it jumping? Is it beards? Is it your mother-in-law? Or is it being without a mobile phone? That's what my kids have. Dad, you can't take that. Actually, yes, I can. Here we go. Here are the answers. The correct answer is the fear of beards. Pognophobia is the fear of beards. Gilbert, let's see. Did you keep the... No, Gilbert dropped. Val goes ahead at 1721, followed by Moo. And look at that. 9934101 is still in there. Carol, you're making a good showing. So there you go. Okay. Let's do the next question. Which of the following groups may not participate in the CFC? Is it the active federal employees? Is it federal contractors? Is it retired federal employees? Or is it the general public? You ought to get this one. 17 seconds to answer. Look at that. 27 answers in already. Let's look at it. That's right. The general public may not participate in the CFC. So how do you like them apples? Let's see if Val held on to the lead. Yes, he did. He is on fire, or she. Sorry, Val. I don't know which one. Okay. Giving is limited to those in the past, present, and future. Okay, weighing around 8 pounds, this is the human body's largest organ. Is it your stomach? Is it your skin? Is it your brain? Or is it your liver? Weighing 8 pounds, this is the human body's largest organ. 5 seconds left to answer. Got 25 answers up. Let's take a look at the correct answer. It is your skin. That's right, weighing about 8 pounds. This is the human body's largest organ. Did you ever think of your skin as an organ? Well, guess what? It is. How do you like them apples? Look at that move. Moves into the lead. Vicky comes into second. Suzanne's making a great showing. Val drops to fourth, but we're having a good contest here. This is moving along really well. Let's go to question number 6. Which president signed the executive order allowing federal retirees to give via CFC? Was it George W. Bush? Was it Donald Trump? Was it Barack Obama? Or was it Joe Biden? Which president signed the executive order allowing federal retirees to give through CFC? Let's take a look at the correct answer is Barack Obama. Look at that. That was a tough one, wasn't it? That was a tough one. Moo holds on to the lead. Val comes up to second place. The Fox is moving up. And Dayton VAMC is making a great showing. Look at that. Caleb is coming up too. That is great. We're doing good here. Okay, question number 7. Where is it illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork? Is it Gainesville, Georgia, Asheville, North Carolina, Fayetteville, Arkansas, or Biloxi, Mississippi? Where is it illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork? I can tell you where it's illegal to put your elbows on the table. The correct answer is Gainesville, Georgia. Now, I got to tell you, the law is not enforced. It was enacted as a publicity stunt to draw attention to the area's poultry farming. Okay, so, but don't take your fork if you're going to eat fried chicken. Val moves into the lead here with 4,396 points. Okay, question number 8. Which of these is not an approved method of CFC giving? Is it volunteer hours? Is it credit card? Is it personal check? Or is it cash? 12 seconds left to answer. 22 answers up there on the board already. 23, 25, 26, 27. 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is cash. That is correct. CFC does not accept cash. So let's see what's happening with, look at this, Val still in the lead. Way to go, Val, coming up from behind and staying on top. Moo is right behind Val. And I think we're having a real good contest here. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Which animal burps to express happiness? Is it humpbacked whales? Is it elephants? Is it gorillas? Or is it hippos? And it looks like our dog Bronco trying to answer that question. 7 seconds left. Humpback whales, elephants, gorillas, or hippos? Which one burps to express happiness? The answer is gorillas. How do you like that? Let's see who won. Trevor comes in third with 6 out of 8. In second place was Suzanne, and the winner of the Federal Feud 2025 is Dayton VAMC. Congratulations, you guys. Imagine cheering and loud applause and whistles and all of that. Now, winners, Suzanne, Dayton MC, Suzanne and Trevor, remember to put your names and email addresses in the chat so we can contact you for your prize delivery. Or you can send an email to bruce@mpmay.com. That's BRUCE@mpmay.com to collect your fabulous prizes up to $1, worth up to $. All right, folks. We promised you we'd get you out of here in about 30 minutes, and so thank you very much. You know, let's have some more music as we close, but before we do the music, let me just reiterate what Simon Sinek said. You know, there is a lot of turmoil in the world right now. Gratefully, we hear just before this meeting started, we heard that Hamas and Israel have actually signed a ceasefire agreement, which is just incredible progress. Let's see if it holds. We don't know if it'll hold, but that is good news. Of course, we have the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. That's still going, and we've got problems in our own country that are dividing us. And it is just heartbreaking to see. If you're wondering what you can do, and I can't reiterate this more, that it comes down to our personal interactions with each other. That's what it really comes down to. Can I treat you with kindness and respect, regardless of who you are or what you may think or feel? Can I treat you as I would want to be treated in any situation? If we really, really want peace in the world, that's how it starts. I mean, the interesting thing, I was thinking this morning about the Revolutionary War and how when the colonists first came over here and they were sending all of their taxes back to the crown in England, and they kept doing that. But the Revolutionary War didn't really start on the battlefield. It started at the kitchen tables and the dining room tables of the colonists in this country. That's where it really started, when they decided that they needed to be free. Well, that's the same here. If we decide that we have to have peace in our country, that is where it starts, is at our kitchen tables and at our dining room tables, with our spouses, with our children and grandchildren, with our neighbors, and with the people we don't know, out on the road, with people who may annoy us with the way they drive. That peace, having peace in our country, comes down to what you and I are going to do every day, one-on-one, every day. So I would encourage you to remember that it isn't about you. It is about how you can help the other person. Like Simon Sinek said. I mean, we are so delighted that you could be with us today. You know what the CFC does. You don't have to have me tell you and rehearse that to you. The great power of the CFC is found in the hearts of everyone who takes part in it and who gives with no expectation of anything in return. That wonderful feeling, I pray, will be what you feel, not only throughout the rest of today, but on into this next year until the next time that we can get together for the CFC kickoff. Bruce, I'm going to turn it back to you real quickly. I know you have some music that you'd like to share, and here it is, this great iconic. We'd encourage you to keep your microphones off before we start this music. Can we make sure your microphone is off? We're hearing somebody. And please enjoy this closing music as truly an anthem to what we hold dear in the United States. We're not hearing it, Bruce. Bruce, we're not hearing it.
I'm going to try this again.
Okay.
Why is it not? I tested this earlier and we had sound. So bear with me.
Is the volume up on the window?
Yes.
When you're clicking share, is it including share with audio?
It is, but I'm also not hearing it even on my own computer, which is odd. So let me, I'm just going to relaunch it. Give me a minute.
So while Bruce is doing that, we don't know how long the federal shutdown will last. And I know that causes a lot of anxiety, especially for you good folks for whom this paycheck is your livelihood, and it is everything you count on to pay your bills and buy the groceries and put the gas in the car and all of that. Please know that the rest of us who are on the outside watching this going on, we are with you. We understand how difficult it is, and we are praying that God will bless you and will see that your needs are met. Okay, let's try.
You can hear it now.
Loud and clear.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless. God, please bless you.
I will put a link to that in the chat. Just give me a minute.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bruce, for letting me be part of this again. And like I said before, have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great year. as we go about doing good and helping other people. 'Cause that's truly what it's all about. That's how we have fulfillment in our lives. So there you go.